All right, the elevator incident. This is a classic example of a story that is told in deaf culture to share experiences of being deaf. And often they're humorous, sometimes not, but this one happens to be. And this is one of those classic sort of deaf stories. I'm going to just play this and I'm going to just provide some commentary. I'll say something when I think it needs to be said, and when I don't, I'll just let it roll. All right? First of all, look at the opening and watch the expressions. This story is a combination of facial expression, mime, and signs, all put together, told by a native signer. She sets up the story right off the bat, and I'll give you this one. Deaf woman, eyebrows up, to set the topic. Now, she switches facial expressions, and you know this sign. You've seen it before. Suddenly something happens, there's urgency. You're going to see the sign again in a few seconds, sign in a very different way, with a very different facial expression. There it is, right there. That sign you just saw, I don't know if we learned it, but let's look at it again. Right here, work, right there, work. All right, we have not gone through every single unit in this a lesson in this unit, so I just want to explain this. This is an ordinal number, as in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. She's going to sign, oh yeah, up there, fourth floor, right there. That's an example of an ordinal number. And again, we may not have learned this one in the form you're seeing it, but she says how, right there. That little wiggle of the two fists is how. Second floor. Now, from this point on, you're going to see that first scene more or less repeated a couple of times. The signs are all there, but they'll just be a little more truncated. Now, if you haven't noticed by now, you can see Melinda role shifting. That is, in one moment she's playing the woman who's in the elevator, in the other moment she's playing the woman who's giving her directions. Her eye gaze goes up and down as appropriate. This is a typical example in ASL storytelling where you don't just relate the story, you become the person in the story. And here we go again. Now you can see here that the role playing is getting clearer and clearer. The eye gazes are getting more and more distinct. And you'll also notice that when Melinda is relating the story to us, she looks at us. And that's the elevator incident. Now, what I'm looking for in this second to the last week of the course is for you all to bust out of your comfort zones and give this one all you've got. Try your best to capture everything that she's capturing as best you can. Don't be afraid to let loose. All right? Good luck, and I look forward to seeing your work.